Sometimes life sends us on unexpected journeys, and these journeys may find us unprepared. But if we stay long enough on them, we will discover some valuable and important life lessons. Today, I want to share one such personal journey that I have had and three life lessons that I have learned. I hope that these lessons would bring value to you. If you are here for the first time, I am Kanu Sankara. I have been a military leader for the past decade and a half. However, I'm in the process of transitioning out of the military. As a result, I've gone back to school to study psychology. However, I am currently the director of the Purpose Development Academy. It is an academy that is dedicated to assisting you discover or rediscover and develop your purpose so that you can live a life that is more in alignment with who you are, but also to find true fulfillment. That being said, let's dive into today's story and lessons. One of my responsibilities as a military leader is to ensure the fitness of my soldiers. So often I would take them on physical exercises. However, on some occasions, I would allow them to play sports and I would go on a run by myself. One of these runs would take me from camp to the end of a road at the top of a hill, which is approximately 3 miles going in one direction. I usually don't run with water. At the end of this road, there's a trail leading off into the forest. I've never been on this trail before. However, on this particular morning, I felt the urge to go along this trail to see how far it would take me. So I began walking. And as I progressed along the trail, it became progressively darker because of the canopy. I started to feel a bit of an anxiety, and this anxiety gave way into fear when I realized that there was no one on this trail. And to make matters worse, I did not have any weapon to protect myself in the event that I was attacked by a wild animal or someone in the bushes. And remember, I didn't walk with any water because I didn't bargain to go along this trail. But I continued along. Sometimes I would see bends in the trail up ahead, and I would tell myself I would turn back when I reached that bend. But when I reached the bend, I felt an urge to carry on. And I carried on. But the fear came nagging. What if something jumps out of the bush? What if I encounter some wild animal that was intent on attacking me? What would I do? Yes, I am a soldier, but it doesn't mean that I am invincible, that it is impossible for me to be attacked. But I continued on. With the fear, my heart still racing, my attention, my focus, by now I am totally switched on, as we would say in the military. I am focused at what is taking place at the sides of me, what is happening behind, what is going on ahead, and also what is going on up above. Eventually, I came out of that dark area of the trail and I came out into an opening and into pretty much light. And I felt a bit comfortable. I even laughed at myself for feeling fearful back then. And as I progressed further out, I came upon some of the most beautiful sights that I have seen. I took a number of photos and videos. It was really astonishing. And I said to myself, had I not awoken my courage and allowed my fear to overpower me, then I would have turned back on this trail and I wouldn't have discovered this new destination and the beauty that it held. And as I made my way out of the trail and into society, I pondered on that thought. Sometime after, I took a platoon of soldiers along this trail. But interestingly, they were better prepared because I had been along that trail. I ensured that everyone had an adequate supply of water. Many of them had seen this trail, but none of them had ventured along. And they really enjoyed the experience. And many of them said that they would take their families along this trail. And that is the beauty of going on unexpected journeys. And unexpected journeys come in different forms. It could be the laying off of your job. It could be losing a loved one, the end of a relationship. It could be as a result of a traumatic life event or dealing with a life changing illness. This is some of the forms that unexpected journeys take. But when they occur, what do we do? And that is how I came up with 3 life lessons that I discovered from this particular unexpected journey. Here they are. Lesson number 1. When you go on an unexpected journey, you are going into the land of the unfamiliar, into the unknown. And out of that produces fear. And fear sometimes causes us to become paralyzed. But you have to understand that fear is neither good nor bad. It is how we use fear. So we have to use fear as a way to get us focused. And as you realize from my experience, I became hyper focused, becoming aware of everything that was taking place around me. And that is how you have to use fear. Use it as the fire to get you moving. You have to lean in to your fear. And as you lean into your fear, you develop courage. As you conquer a new area, that courage develops. And that courage then becomes confidence. And confidence leads into competence. And it becomes somewhat of a self fulfilling prophecy. Courage leads to confidence, and confidence leads to competency, and you become better, you become more emboldened, and then you realize that, hey, I am conquering, I am a conqueror. So lean into your fear. Don't allow your fear to paralyze you. Use your fear to develop your courage to conquer the unknown and the unfamiliar. Because when you do, you may discover or rediscover characteristics that you weren't even aware that you possess, such as courage, tenacity, resilience, and hope. These are critical elements for you to overcome your fear and be successful on any journey that you have embarked on. Lesson number 2 is embrace the journey. And I know that is easier said than done because often enough, these journeys may be full of heartache and pain. But we have to embrace these journeys because along the journey they are going to be life changing moments, and the destinations are going to be places that we have never experienced or even known about. And that is the beauty of these journeys. We don't know where they are taking us, and on many occasions, they take us to some beautiful destinations. But of course, the journey is very important because it is along the journey that we learn these life lessons, the life lessons that become life changing elements and moments. So embrace your journey, as hard as it is and as difficult of a load it may be to carry. We have to embrace these unexpected journeys. And that brings us to lesson number 3. Your journey empowers you to become a tour guide. Had I not been on that journey, I wouldn't have been able to teach these soldiers about this trail. And that is the beauty of going on an unexpected journey. You become a tour guide. And that is the difference between someone who tells you about a journey that they have never been on and someone who can show you the way. And that is so important, to be able to show others the way. You become a tour guide, you become an inspiration. So, yes, in your journey, it might have been painful, but guess what? There are going to be many others who are going to walk this path, and they too are going to experience pain. And who is better, or who of all persons can show them the way, can lend a helping hand, can give that support? Think of those who have experienced real struggles in life, who have experienced so much difficulties and have been able to help others as they are now experiencing that difficult part in their life. Becoming a tour guide, it is such an important thing because it helps those who are experiencing their particular pain, who are going along their unexpected journey, and they may not have someone who is within their circle who can assist them, who can hold their hands. And that is where you come in. You become a tour guide. You become their inspiration. You become their support. And those are the three lessons that I learned while going on this unexpected journey. Just to recap, lesson number one, it is the leaning into your fear and the uncovering of powerful personal characteristics. Lesson number two is the discovering of new destinations. And lesson number three, it is you embracing the journey and becoming a tour guide to help those along their journey. And I'm absolutely certain that there are many other lessons that you can learn if you were to go on your unexpected journey. So, my hope is that you embrace your journey, you don't shy away from it, and it helps you to become the person that you have always dreamed of becoming. That being said, I want to thank you for being a part of this journey. If you find value in this content, like, share, ask a question, leave a comment, and finally, subscribe so you can always be aware of when new content is released. And as I look forward, the next video will be on the concept of things do not happen to you, but rather they happen for you. I'll see you in the next video.